Hello students, in this video I am going to talk about the fourth experiment in the analog electronics lab for the EEE students, but the same experiment is there for the BE lab for the CSE IT students and the ED lab for the EC people also, so that it is the experiment for all the students for EEE, ECE, CSE and IT. So in AE this is experiment number 4. So far we have discussed the 3 experiments. First experiment is VI characteristics of various diodes. Second experiment is a full wave rectifier with without filter. Third experiment is CE configuration, its characteristics. The fourth experiment is called FET characteristics. And this question is also important in the theory also. Question will be like this: explain the VI characteristics of FET. Explain the VI characteristics of FET. FET stands for field effect transistor. So we have the 2 types of transistors in the syllabus. One is BJT, that is bipolar junction transistor. Another one is FET, that is field effect transistor. In the last class we have studied the VI characteristics of common emitter configuration. Common emitter configuration is nothing but it is a BJT. For the BJT we have discussed, for the BJT we have studied the VI characteristics of common emitter configuration. Then in this video I am going to talk about the FET characteristics. FET stands for field effect transistor. Field effect transistor. In short we can call FET or FET. FET or FET. So we have the 2 types of transistor. One is BJT, bipolar junction transistor. Other type of transistor is called FET, that is field effect transistor. Whatever we did the experiment in case of CE configuration using the BJT, we have to do the same experiment by making use of the FET. CE configuration, which transistor we used? BJT. It stands for bipolar junction transistor. The same experiment we must do with another transistor, that is called FET. We must do the same experiment with the another transistor, that is called FET. Then FET will have the 3 terminals. FET will have the 3 terminals. First terminal name is called, it is source. Next one drain. Next one is gate. What are the terminals for BJT? Terminals for BJT: emitter, base, collector. Terminals for the FET: source, drain, gate. Source can be denoted with capital S, drain can be denoted with capital D, gate can be denoted with capital G. So it is having how many terminals? 3 terminals it is having, so that we can identify the terminals. So the terminal which is very close to the notch, that is called, it is a source. Next one is drain. Next one is gate. Then we should identify like this: source, drain and gate. Then we have to go with the circuit diagram. For this we have to go with the circuit diagram. So symbol of the FET will be like this. This is a circuit diagram. Symbol I am going with the symbol of the BJT. Sorry, FET. What are the terminals for BJT? Sorry, but what are the terminals for FET? Source, drain, gate. Or this terminal is source, this will be gate, sorry, this will be drain and this will be gate. By connecting this is onto the breadboard, we have to go with the characteristic. Then I am going with the circuit. I am drawing the same one. This is what it is, source. This is drain. This is gate. We are going with the N channel FET, N channel JFET. We are going with the N channel JFET. N means drain is N, source is also N, where gate is P. So here source has to be grounded, so that this configuration is named as common source configuration. Source is made as common for gate and drain and it is grounded. It is divided into two circuits now, input and output. This is input and this will be the output. So here input must be connected in a reverse bias only. In case of JFET or in case of MOSFET, in case of FET, you have to connect the complete input is in reverse bias. Reverse bias means what? Here this material is what? P material. P must be connected to the negative, so that it must be connected to the positive. This biasing voltage we can call it is VGG. To limit the current in the circuit, we will be using one resistance. Coming to the output side, output must be connected in such a way that source has to be connected forward bias and drain has to be connected in reverse bias. Source is which material it is? N must be connected to the negative. Then only it is called forward bias. Then drain must be connected in reverse bias in such a way that it has to drag the majority charge here. So that is reverse bias means N must be connected to positive. This is plus and this is minus. This is minus and this is plus. This biasing voltage is VGG, this biasing voltage is VDD. Clear? Then input side we require to identify the two quantities, output side we require to identify the two more quantities. Here input and output, input voltage and input current, output voltage and output current we must identify. So, but here the FET is a voltage control device, so that we can make use only 1 voltmeter in the input. And the output side we can have the ammeter, in series with the drain, and voltmeter must be connected in parallel, plus minus and here minus plus. This voltmeter is connected between the two terminals. What are the terminals? Gate and source, we can call it is VGS. This voltmeter is connected between the two terminals, drain and source, so that it is called VDS. Clear? Then this will be 0 to 30 volts and this is 0 to 20 volts. And here this is 0 to 20 volts and this is this current is what? This is connected to drain, so that I can call it is ID. So the electrons are moving from source to drain, that range, that direction is from minus to positive. So that this range is about 0 to 200 milliamps. The circuit is complete now. This is a variable and this is also variable, 0 to 30 volts. Clear? Then we have to go with the characteristics now. Here we have the input circuit and output circuit, right? First one I can go with the output characteristics. What is the definition of output characteristics? Output characteristics in the last class I have explained. Output characteristics means relation between output voltage and output current by keeping input current is constant in case of BJT. But here there is no input current is there. So that output characteristic is nothing but it is a relation between output voltage and output current by keeping input voltage is constant. Input voltage is constant. The output characteristics also named as drain characteristics. Output characteristics also named as drain characteristics. Then relation between definition of the output characteristics. Relation between VDS and IDS by keeping VGS is constant. Clear? By keeping VGS is constant, we have to take the readings of these 2 meters. So that after that we have to plot the graph. Graph is, this is VDS, this is IDS. Which one is constant? VGS is constant. You will get the graph is like this, VGS1 and VGS2. And coming to the another character, input side characteristics completed. Next we will go with the, output characteristics completed. We can go with the input side, but in order to get the input characteristics, it requires to have the current also. Voltmeter is there, but ammeter is not there. So that in that we are going with the another characteristic that is called transfer characteristics. Transfer characteristics. It is a relation between input and output by keeping the output voltage is constant. That means what? Relation between input is what? VGS only. Output is what? Current, IDS. By keeping which one is constant then? VDS is constant. Very good. VDS is constant. So that you can get the graph is like this. You can get the graph. It is a relation between what? VGS and IDS. VGS is reverse bias, right? VGS is reverse bias means that is negative. And this is IDS. So that VDS is constant. So that you will get the graph is like this. Right? These 3 things we have. First we have to connect the circuit. After that, by keeping VGS is constant, we have to get the readings of these 2. Then after that, what we have to do? By keeping VDS is constant, by wearing this one, we should get the readings of these 2. Right? With this, the 4th experiment is also complete. I am going to explain on the breadboard then. Experiment number 4 is what?
Field effect transistor.
Then JFET characteristics. J stands for junction and FET stands for field effect transistor characteristics, or simply we can call it as FET characteristics. 2 characteristics we have to determine here. First one is what? Output or drain characteristics. Output or drain characteristics. The last one, second one is what? Transfer characteristics we should do. Right? Then I am going with the circuit diagram. This is a FET symbol.
Yes.
Which FET it is? NJ FET. That means what? This source is N.
Grounded.
Source is N and drain is also N. And gate is P. Very good. And source must be grounded. So that which configuration it is? Common source configuration. By grounding it is divided into 2 circuits. This circuit is called input circuit. This circuit is called output circuit. Input must be connected in reverse bias. Reverse bias means what? This P must be connected to negative and obviously N must be connected to the positive. This is minus and it is plus. This range is 0 to 30 volts and it is a variable.
Yes.
To limit the current in the input circuit, we will be using one resistor, that is about 10 kilo ohm. And This is a FET is a voltage control device. FET is a voltage control device, so that no need to connect an ammeter, so that we can connect one voltmeter in parallel to the JFET. This whatever the polarities are there, that will comes here. This voltmeter is connected between the two terminals, gate and source. The name is what? VGS. The range is what? This is 0 to 20 volts. Input is complete. Coming to the output side, output must be connected in such a way that source must be forward bias and drain must be reverse bias. Source is forward bias means source is which material? N material. So that N to negative. And here drain must be reverse bias, N to positive. This is plus and this is negative. And this biasing voltage is connected to the gate, so that we can call it is VGG. This biasing voltage is connected to the drain, so that we can call it is VDD. To limit the current in the output circuit also, we can make use one more resistor, that is 1 kilo ohm resistor. Is this clear?
Yes.
1 kilo ohm resistor, and this biasing is VDD, and it is also 0 to 30 volts of DC. This is DC and this is also DC. So in the output characteristics, we require to have the output voltage and output current, so that I am connecting one voltmeter in parallel to the JFET. These polarities plus and minus are there. Here you can connect. Voltmeter name is what? It is connected between the drain and source, so that we can call it as VDS, and it is range is 0 to 20 volts. Characteristics means we require to have the current also. The current can be determined, current can be measured by making use of the ammeter.
Yes.
Ammeter is connected to drain, so that I can call it is ID or simply ID also. The current electrons are flowing from source to drain, so that negative to positive.
Yes.
And this range is about 0 to 200 milliamps. Units for current is what? Amperes.
Yes.
Then I am going with the characteristic. How to identify? How to identify the terminals of a JFET? This is a notch, and it is going to have very near to the notch you will find source, and immediate next one is what? Drain. Next one is what? Gate. So that what? We have to make source is common for drain and source, and it has to be grounded.
Yes.
And it will have one more terminal, but we are that one more terminal we are not using. That we can call it a substrate. We are bending, that is like this, right? Then this is the FET. Everybody has to see this one. See this one, extra additional cap is there, see?
Yes.
That is called notch. The terminal very near, the terminal which is very near to the notch is called what? Source. This is source. This is the notch, and it is very close to the notch, it is called source. Next one is what? Drain. Next one is gate. Fourth one we bended it. See, fourth one we bended. So that which one has to common now? Source has to be common. Source means first one.
Yes.
It has to be common for a drain and gate. So that what I am doing now, I am keeping like this only. This is a drain. This is gate. In between source. I bended it. Now I am inserting like this, so that this will be gate, this will be drain, and middle one is source only. So that I am inserting. See this one. So middle one is what? Middle one is the source, and the left one is gate, and the right one is
Source.
middle one is source, left side is gate, and the right side is drain. Then according to the circuit diagram, what we have to do? We have to connect source to ground.
Yes.
We have to connect source to ground. Get the some connection wires. Source must be grounded. Source is the middle one, right?
Yes.
So that I am connecting here, and I am making this to ground.
Yes.
Source is ground. Gate is a input. Drain is a output. So that I will proceed with the circuit diagram from left to right now. Left is with positive or negative of the regulated power supply. Negative of the regulated power supply. Bring the regulated power supply one. That box. Corner box. So according to the circuit diagram, what? 0 to 30 volts of regulated power supply. This is a 0 to 30 volts of regulated power supply. Negative is connected to what? Negative is connected to 10 kilovolts of resistance. This is negative. Minus is mentioned here. See?
Yeah.
Minus. So that here we have to connect one wire and that wire has to connect it to the resistor. So that what I am doing, I am going to connect that. Then that is connected to resist. Then what about the positive of the regulated power supply? Positive is connected to ground. So that what I am doing, I am connecting the positive one also. Pause it. Positive is also connected to ground. Positive of the regulated power. Then other end of resistor is connected to C directly. Other end of the resistor is connected to other end of the resistor is connected to the directly ground gate only. So that gate is the first one. So that what I am doing, I am directly connecting. Directly connecting to gate. Now see this one. First end is connected to the negative of the regulated power supply. Second end of the resistor is connected to the gate only. See, gate and this is a gate and other end of the resistor. Both are connected in a same column. This part is completed. Then we have to connect this one 0 to 20 volts. Bring the 0 to 20 volts. See this one. Positive of the DC regulator power supply is connected to the one end of the resistor, other end is connected to the gate where source is grounded, and the positive of the regulated power supply is also grounded. This part is completed. In the input side we left with only one voltmeter. Voltmeter negative is connected to the gate only. Voltmeter negative range is what? 0 to 20 and negative is this one. It is connected to the gate only. Gate means the first terminal, this one.
Positive ground.
And this one positive will be ground. Then coming to here, this total completed. Coming to the right hand side, we require the two more wires. So I am proceeding from the right hand side now. And here this is positive is connected to the resistor one end. Resistor value is what? Resistor value is 1 kilo ohm. So that positive is connected. Positive means this one. Resistor other end is connected to? Resistor other end is connected to positive of ammeter. So that I am connecting the resistor here. What is the value of this resistor? 1 kilo. And here we should connect the ammeter. What is the range of ammeter? 0 to 200 milliamps. The positive is connected to first. Then second end of the resistor is connected. Second end of the resistor is connected to the positive, whereas the negative of the ammeter is connected to
Gate.
drain.
Sorry.
This is also completed. We left with this part now. Voltmeter positive is connected to ammeter positive. This is the voltmeter and the positive is this one. Ammeter positive is this one. So that here we can connect the ammeter positive. Negative is what? Ground. How many grounds are there? Only one ground is there, but four wires are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 where we left? Then for this also we require to have. Then negative of the channel 2 is connected to ground. This is negative is connected to ground. Then this is the connections of JFET characteristics. What are the characteristics we must get? Output or drain characteristics are and transfer characteristics.